it's just, what is that, noon and 2?
Yeah.
One hand's a little quicker than the other. Noon and 2. That's how Emily races. And speaking of racing, we're gonna go pick up our new race car. It's a race car, right?
It's a race car.
Anything's a race car if you race it. So we are headed out to a Subaru dealership to pick up our new car. And
what could it be?
What could it be? So we'll be co-driving this vehicle together. We're going to build it, race it, in a series that I'll tell you about in a little bit. I want to surprise you with this awesome new build that we have that we're super excited about.
Very excited. I can't wait.
This is where we're gonna find our new vehicle.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too.
I can't wait to drive this thing.
I can't wait for you to drive it either. It'll be nice and easy for you. It is a manual and it is gas, I'll give you that. We're pulling up. We're gonna go make some deals and arrangements. And then we'll leave here with a new vehicle.
Time to check the carpet.
Accident report. Minor damage. That's exactly what we're looking for. 13 service records. Your lucky number of service records.
Yeah. We get a new puppy while we're here.
I think it comes with a dog. When you buy a car, it comes with a dog, a kayak. What else?
Camping gear?
Camping gear. Bandana for your head. And some Tivas.
Tivas. I already have Tivas.
Me too. Fit right in. Here we got a boat and a dog.
Yeah, we're ready.
Super people. Super ooh woo.
Super woo.
Super ooh woo. All right, let me introduce you to our 2023 Gridlife race car. It's a Honda Fit. We're gonna be joining the Sundae Cup this year, and I am super pumped. Emily's super pumped. We've been looking forever for a car to compete in the Sundae Cup with. We wanted a Honda Fit. Very hard to find a manual. Very hard to find a Honda Fit in general in North Carolina. We found a manual at the Subaru dealership. Looked like somebody traded in for a new car, which was time because they've had their children melt starbursts in the back seat. It's a little bit sun faded. It may have been in an accident. The door locks might not work. All perfect things for our race car build this year. So we're gonna build this 2010 Honda Fit for the Sundae Cup Gridlife 2023. We just wanted a jump start because we want to be competitive, right?
Right. We're gonna be so competitive. We're gonna be fast. And we're gonna be stylish. Just wait until you see what we do with this thing.
Yeah, we're not gonna leave it this much different colored reds. Look at this. That is a very nice red. That's a little bit faded, a little more faded. That's pretty
different color red.
Pretty different. Yeah, it's pretty faded. Like we said, there's some blemishes, but we're gonna be racing this car. We have some things to do with it. Kind of immediately. We're just gonna drive it for now. Emily's new to driving a stick. She's not driven one of these yet.
I have not driven a Fit yet.
She's gonna have a blast in it because her cabbie's a little bit harder to drive. So this is a very easy, fun car to drive. I actually participated in a competition at Gridlife with a Honda Fit, and I kept checking to see if the handbrake was on because it's literally that slow. This might be the slowest car we've ever purchased.
Yeah, definitely. Even my Prius is faster than it.
Yeah, we're gonna try and test that on the way back. She's got a Prius C versus Honda Fit. We'll see how fast they are. This is the slowest.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Slowest drag race. But we want to get this thing home, check it out, and go drive it around this evening. She's got to get back to work. I'm gonna
Yeah,
I gotta do some stuff too. I have to edit and things, and I'm too excited to play with this. I already want to start taking stuff apart and whatever I can figure out. But it is in very good running shape. Just the blemishes we have to deal with.
Yeah. It's a good race car.
I think it's a perfect candidate. So we're gonna go take this thing home, and we're gonna go cruise around a little bit and see how we like it. I can't wait to see our first reaction.
I can't wait to drive it.
Thank you to Subaru for selling us a Honda.
It's cute. Look, I'm taller than it. That's important.
Not much.
I'm kind of taller than it. Okay, you gotta see this. This is my most favorite part of this car. Oh yeah. Melted starbursts on the back seat. Woo! Definitely our favorite. At least it's the red one.
My first drive in the new machine. What a beauty. It is the slowest car I've ever owned. I'm fairly certain. Even my 64 Biscayne inline 6, 3 on the tree was most likely faster than this. But I will not complain. I love it already. It's very fun. Very fun to drive. Very good visibility. Watching my gas mileage is probably insanely good. New build. We need coilovers, we need brakes, we need new wheels, new tires. You know, we've got to check the rule book and see what we're allowed to do, what we can get away with. Obviously, I don't think it looks great. I hate the color of it. So we're gonna change the color. We can't really do any necessary aero, I know that for a fact, but I would like to be able to get away with some kind of trim package that looks nice, just for aesthetics. Really don't care about aerodynamics that much, because the car's not even going to go that fast to really make it work. But yeah, this is nice. What a fun drive. God, it's so slow. I love it. What a machine. I really dig this car. I really want to race Emily in the Prius, but it's all 2-lane roads. We can race out here because we're not going to break any laws, because it's a Prius versus a Honda Fit. So I think we race like from 40 to 60 miles per hour. It should take anywhere from 20 seconds to a minute, 40 to 60. We'll see. But yeah, what good times. I'm glad we bought this thing. I'm so excited to get started. You trying to go? Oh no! I'm gonna catch her! Yeah! Yeah! This thing is fast! She wasn't trying. She just made me feel better about myself.
Here we are.
We're driving.
We're driving. We're doing the thing.
It's a new clutch situation for Emily here. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt and gave her a good 2-minute lead before I turned the camera on so she could get used to it, because it's a very light clutch and it's very high up. So you know, 1 rev limiter clutch dump was cool. Probably should have filmed it, but we brought Biggie with us. Hey Biggs. Hey man. He's digging it. He's got a bunch of space back there. He put the seats down, which is probably a bad idea because he's getting kind of launched all over the place. We're having a good little drive. We're gonna go out, tour around the lake, get Emily acquainted with this thing. Race car driver. Emily only drives really fast cars. She has a VW Cabrio, a Toyota Prius, and now a Honda Fit.
A Prius C, you have to clarify that it's the tiniest Prius, available.
C, and now a Honda Fit, so I'm probably moving up backwards. Of the slow cars. She drives fast. Where are we at? 50 miles per hour.
55 maybe.
No, who cares? What a machine. Looks like we could clean this up. This looks like little kid snot. Something like that. It's pretty gross. Hey, Biggie. How's it going back there? You're so far away. He's like, I don't know about this. We're going to put the seats up so you have a little more traction. I thought this would give you more room, but it's a bad idea. I'm sorry, bud. We'll put a seatbelt on here. Here we go.
It is a beautiful day. The sun is shining. We're driving real slow.
This is a good spot to drive real slow. We're going through a park. This is how we're going to learn. No one's here. Should have brought a bike.
Okay.
Just cruising up to the park down the street where I like to go biking. Yeah, the first time I went biking was like last week, but it's really nice. Pretty park. There's a lake here. We'll let Doggy out. Doggy gonna go pee pee. Poo poo. Alright, let's see how we handle this speed bump.
Probably got a second.
Oh Jesus. Oh man. Alright, you got it.
How did Biggie fare?
I don't know. I gotta look. But when we lower this, we're also gonna lower the speed and the gears in which we hit that. Right, what you have before you, feast your eyes on our 2010 Honda Fit. This thing boasts a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder that produces about 117 brake horsepower, which is almost nothing. 106 foot-pounds of torque, something like that. It is a 5-speed manual. That was one of our requirements. And it weighs somewhere around 2,500 pounds. So power to weight is 25-1. And it is just going to be a blast of a race car for us to drive. We're going to modify it a little bit, whatever we can within our rule book. I obviously want to do some aesthetics, make it look a little nicer. I'm not a huge fan of red. It is faded. You've seen that it's been hit in some corners here and there and been fixed. So some panels don't match. Some are really bright red, some are really faded red. I'd like to get that all one color or some kind of crazy wrap. New bumpers, new headlights. I don't think we're allowed to do aero, but we'll see. We'll maybe see if we can read the rule book and talk to somebody about making it look a little better. Why do we choose a Honda Fit as our race car? It's pretty much for a spec class that Gridlife holds every year called the Sundae Cup. Not Sunday as in the day after Saturday, Sunday as in ice cream. That's how it's spelled. It's mainly lighthearted, fun, GLTC style. So you're doing time attack, but it gets to be wheel to wheel kind of because everybody's on the same playing field. The basis is 25-1 power to weight ratio, and that is pretty much exactly what a Honda Fit is. So we were able to watch last year. I actually got to drive some a little bit, and I really like the Honda Fit. It's a great chassis. It makes 117-ish horsepower crank out of a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder. It is about the slowest vehicle I've ever owned, but it is very, very fun, very good low-level racing. It's good entry level for somebody who wants to get into racing, learn a little bit more about it, what you'd want to do for time attack. and it's just plain fun. I want to do it just to be better at racing and just have all kinds of smiles. I'd love to be competitive, probably won't be, but I'm there for all the smiles. Emily's there for all the smiles too. She's gonna learn. It's good for both of us, so we'll be able to see where I am as a fairly advanced driver and where Emily is as a beginner. We're going to both be running that together in separate heats and try and balance each other out. We'll compare lap times and see where we are at the beginning of the season versus the end of the season. So it should be very fun. I do want to run the entire series, so we got a lot to do. It's going to take a little bit of modification. We're not allowed to touch the motor. There's nothing involved with that, but we are allowed to do suspension, brakes, any safety equipment. We may do a roll cage and make me feel a bit safer. I think you can do intake and exhaust. I think intake and exhaust are free. Doesn't do anything for power. It'll sound cool on track, but that's about it. But yeah, we're just gonna have a blast. We'll do a clutch. We'll do good suspension, good wheels, good tires, and then maybe we'll be able to play with sway bars and stuff. We're gonna have to look back through the rule book. It might change from 2022 to 2023. That's when we plan on racing, is 2023. So I'm very excited about this. Emily's very excited about it. I just want to do racing. We're going to be there drifting and hanging out anyway. It's just another thing that we get to do. So I'm really stoked about it, and I hope you guys want to watch it. And I hope you want to get involved in it, because it seems to be like the most fun series that you could do, probably under $10,000 fairly easily. Like, we paid $5,000 for this, and that was a pretty good deal. The prices have gone up, but realistically, with the parts involved, it should be somewhere right around $10,000 when we're all said and done with it. That's good for an entry-level form of racing. So that's what we want to do. That's why we bought the car. We're gonna build it. You can watch us. We're gonna race it, and hopefully do good. Hey, came with a free dog. Hi, Biggie. He's so impressed. Biggie's stoked. Oh God, I'm pulling out in traffic. Come on! All right, we made it to normal traffic speed.
That took 20 seconds.
It's not fast, but it's gonna be fun. She's a good car. It's a good car.
Are we gonna give her a name?